NBA Player Pals for the 24th of January, you guys. We're on a generational run. We are up 27.54 units on the week, boys. We are I think our record for the past like 4 or 5 days has been 42 and 13. We are 42 and 13 for the past 4 to 5 days, man. We've been absolutely cooking with our picks, man. Today we've got 10 picks in 7 games that we're going to talk about. Let's get into the recap. Let's see what happened yesterday. So you can see from the recap, we went 9-1. We sadly lost one of our live bets. We had a live bets parlay that didn't cash because or that didn't well, that was voided because what's it called? Aaron Gordon, he got injured, so he didn't see the second half, so that automatically gets voided. Sorry for stuttering. We hit two of our demons. We sadly hooked on one of my demons, and our units profit on the day was 6.59. Our only loss was Dylan Brooks to go over his point at 17.5. He shot 4 for I think it was 18 from the field or something like that. Bro didn't hit a single shot in the whole second half. That was such a good read. He just could not shoot. And like I said, a live bet is a live bet, right? We didn't cash Evan Mobley and Aaron Gordon. He didn't see the second half, so that gets voided. Those are my picks. Anyways, let's get into the picks. Let's do a quick video, man. Let's not try to take too long. Our first pick, we're taking LaMelo over his PRA at 29.5. This is plus EV on Hard Rock. That matchup is just fantastic for him. The Wizards, we all know the Wizards are one of the worst teams in the league. They have the 26th most PRA to his position, head to head over this in both games. There's a chance Brandon Miller is out. In the game that Brandon Miller was out, he had 64 PRA, so we're hoping that Brandon Miller sits out. But even if he plays, he still had 34 PRA with Brandon Miller in the lineup. So yeah, that's my first pick. There's not really much to be said. It's the Wizards, man. We hope it's not gonna be a blowout because both these teams suck. So one of them might suck more and just get blown out. So hoping the game stays close. LaMelo sees at least like 27 minutes, so we haven't gone over his PRA. Our second pick of the video, we're taking Miles Bridges to go over his points also. Matchup is also, I mean, to be honest, all the Hornets guys have fantastic matchups in this game, but we're going with both LaMelo and Miles Bridges for their respective lines. We're taking Bridges to go over his points at 15.5. Reason why he's under this in 4 straight games. Now they've been shooting that well in 4 straight games. Head to head is over this in one game. 22 points of the game. He had 10 points. But as you can see, Miles Bridges at home plays much better compared to being on the road. So we have him coming back at home. Is the home crowds with him? Good spot for a bounce back. Also, with Brandon Miller potentially being out, as you can see, he takes a lot more shots. So hoping once again Brandon Miller sits out in this game, because if he sits out, we absolutely love him to go over his points. But even if he plays, I also see him going over his points. Even if he technically takes less shots, but the matchup is just too weak, so we love him to go over his points. We're trying to make a quick, like, analysis. So if you want a more in-depth analysis, just ask me now. I'll tell you, bro. Also, quick note, I would love if you guys could like or sub or something. It helps boost the vids. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I answer that for you, or you can join my Discord. Link is in the bio for free. That's all I ask for, guys. I don't really ask for money right now. I need is just some support so it can help boost my vids. But anyways, back to the picks. Our next pick, we're taking Paul George to go over his PRA at 22.5. The matchup is great for him. From the 3.9, you can see they have the 26 most threes from the 26 most threes from this shooting genre right here. I don't know how to say basketball terms to get what I'm saying. I'm just here to analyze what I see. Paul George with Embiid with Maxi Embiid and VJ Edgecombe in the lineup. So you can see he's over this line in 10 out of 13 games, averaging 24.8 PRA. This team gives up the 11 least PRA to his position, but you got to factor in that with guys like Embiid and Tyrese Maxey in your lineup, the defensive focus will mostly be on them two guys to stop them, compared to guys like VJ Edgecombe and Paul George being left, more to ISO up whoever they're going to match up against. As you can see, the 3 points my matchup for him is just spectacular. I think he's played this team once. He had, I think, twice actually. He had a 29 PRA in one game. Another game, I think he's played them twice actually. Yeah, he had 17 PRA in the other game. So yeah, And in this game, as you can see, Embiid was out with Embiid being in. For some reason, he goes over, so we love him to go over in this matchup too. 22 PRA. Paul George can easily go over this with just his points. We know Paul George, man. He's good at shooting, so if he has the good shooting, now he can just go over this with just points. The rebounds and assists just an add-on. Plus his rebounds, assists actually being good with whenever Embiid, Maxi, and Edge go in place. You can see his assists are pretty good. As you can see, he's averaging averaging 4.1 assists on 7.3 potential assists over this in 8 out of 13 games. You can also take his assists to go over if you want to, but I'm just taking his PRA, man. The rebounding matchup is not too good. Also, for some reason, his rebounding match, when he has a tough rebounding matchup, he actually goes over. Man, this guy is just weird. But we're taking him to go over his PRA at 22.5. We love the matchup for him since he tends to do good in bad matchups. Yeah. Yeah. Our next pick, we're taking Jalen Brunson to go over 26.5 points. Jalen Brunson, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, this game was a blowout, but these other 3 games, he's not really been playing that good lately. This Knicks team has been on a slump. They did beat the Nets by 54 points. But as you can see, the matchup for him from the mid range is just spectacular. He's played this team twice also. In one game, he had 22 points, but he went 7 for 22 from the field and went 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. That is not Jalen Brunson. The other games, you can see, he went over with 31 points. He went 10 for 21 from the field and 2 for 4 from 3. So the matchup is just good for him. As you can see, he was good at 17 most free throws in the league, which is just good for Jalen Brunson. He loves to do his foul baiting stuff. The shooting zone is just spectacular for him. His player type, pick and roll ball handler. This Sixers team, they absolutely suck against guards. So we love Jalen Brunson to actually, go over his points because you can see over the past 4 games, except this 3 games, he's not really been doing that good. So we have him going over his points in this fantastic matchup against the Sixers. They're not really good at defense. Um, our next pick is in this game, and we are taking one second. We're fading. We're fading where you at. We're fading Dante to go under his RA at 9.5. For some reason, the odds is plus 1.5. So if you can get that on hardware, that's much better value because the odds is just, I don't know what they're thinking over there. Reason why the matchup, first of all, it's tough. And with Gobert, Randall, Dante, no, with Ant in the lineup and McDaniels, with those guys in the lineup, is averaging 9.2 RA on the season. But in tough matchups, you can see in tough matchups, he only averages 7.6 RA in tough matchup with all the starters in the team. He's played this team once actually, and he had 10 RA, but Ant was out of the game. So with Ant not being in the game, he's gonna see a lot less, usage. The assists will not be there as much. He's only going over this in one game. It was against the Denver Nuggets, and he had 8 assists on 9 potential, which is just rare as fuck. And he had 15 potential rebounds. I don't really see him getting that much rebounds in this game. I think the Steph chasing around, job is gonna be between him and Jaden McDaniels chasing around Steph. When he comes off screen, so we don't really see him getting that much of a spot to get defensive rebounds. So we fade him to go under his RA. The matchup is just not good for him, as you can see, man. We're fading him for sure. Um, yep. On to our next game, we're taking Wendell Carter Jr. to go over his rebounds at 7.5. The matchup is great for him. As you can see, this Cavaliers to give him the 22nd most rebounds to his position. Favorable matchups, you can see he's over this in 6 out of 10 games, averaging 8.2 rebounds. This Cavaliers team, we're going to be seeing, he's going to most likely be guarding Jared Allen, and we got to guard Jared Allen. His goal is going to be around the rim, which leaves, Wendell Carter Jr. to grab up the rebounds with that leak out, as you can see. Most of the times where he goes under his rebounds because he tends to pull out and guard guys on the 3-point line, but you not see Jared Allen being on the 3-point line, shooting from 3. So we have Wendell Carter Jr. mostly being around the rim, grabbing up defensive rebounds. So we haven't gone over his rebounds for that reason. The matchup is great for him. And also fading Evan Mobley to go under his PRA at 31.5. The first of all, give up the third least PRA to his position in the league. And Evan Mobley in back-to-backs, man, he absolutely stinks. You can see him back-to-back. He's only gone over this in one game, and that one game was against the Bulls. The Bulls, one of the worst teams in the league. They give up everything in the league. They give up everything. So we fade him to go under his PRA with a Garland out with and with Jared Allen in the lineup. As you can see, against tough matchups, it's under this, and he's under this in 4 games, averaging 28.8 PRA. Like, we're definitely fading him in this matchup. As you can see, similar players as players that play as in his position, forward/center. So you can see 2 out of 9 only going over, and one of the overs was Jaren Jackson Jr. So we're definitely fading to go under his PRA in a back-to-back. As you can see, man, back-to-backs for him are no good, and so it's a tough matchup for him. So we're fading him. Um, in this game, we're taking Vucevic. We're taking his threes. This is the third time we're taking his threes to go over. I found something interesting. Whenever he plays that tough defense, he got the least points in the paint and the most threes. As you can see, he's over this in 6 out of 7 games, 6, 7 games, averaging 2.7 threes made. He's only got under this in one game, and in this game, he went 0 for 4 from 3. And in a rematch against the Pistons, he went 2 for 6. So obviously, in good matchups, with centers now coming out to guard him from the 3-point line, he just absolutely shoots that shit. We haven't done it like in this game too. Josh Giddey potentially being back. He's gonna most likely play this. As you can see, he's probable for this game, which is much better for us. Because Josh Giddey, he tends to let guys. He tends to free up guys from the 3-point line. When he tries, he just kicks it out. You're free. You shoot the three. So we love that. So yeah, we're taking Vucevic, man. He's the matchup is just great for him. We don't see Kata coming out to guard him from 3, so you should see a lot of open looks from 3. So we have him knocking him down. As long as he takes at least 5 threes, 4 or 5 threes, we'll love that. If he misses his shot, this is what it is. But 4 or 5 threes, you have him going over his threes for 1.5 at for plus money. I have no picks in the Lakers game actually. I have a couple of leans. I have like LeBron going over his points. Or no, LeBron going over his PR at 28.5. It's been bumped. 28.5 still available on DraftKings. That's a lean of mine. I have Luka going over his PRA, for example, which is old team. I have Cooper Flag going under. So a couple of my leans that I will not be taking. And in this game, we're taking Keontae to go over his assist at 6.5. Reason why I'm taking it to go over, the matchup is great for him. As you can see, they got the 27 most assists to his position. And with Lowry, actually, no, my bad, guys, my bad. We're taking him to go over his RA at 10.5. Against the what's it called? The favorable matchups, what's it called? I can't speak anymore, man. Against favorable matchups in the league, he's over this in 6 out of 7 games, and he only gone under in one game, and he hooked in that game. We have Lowry coming back in this game for sure. He's been out for like a week or two, I think a week actually. And with Lowry coming back, man, the assists obviously go up with Lowry because Lowry also has a good matchup when it comes to scoring. As you can see, Lowry's scoring matchup because they go up to 27 most points to his position. They rank 25th. Like Lowry has such a good matchup, and we have Keontae being the one dishing the ball to Lowry to get his points. So yeah, we haven't to go over his RA plus. The rebounding will be there. As you can see, with the 38 most rebounds in the league. This Heat's team plus Delaware is out, so the Heat's team is more bad. They're more susceptible to giving up rebounds. So we love we counted to go over his RA for that reason. With Lara being out, the matchup is great for him. Yeah, we're just loving to go over his RA, man. If you have any questions about more in-depth analysis, just ask me, man. Cause I'm trying to make this quick. In our last pick of the vid, we're taking Normal Powell to go over his points. I don't just say anything, man. Just look at the green on my screen. Everything he does is green. The only thing he has that's not green is the paint points allowed. But what's it called? Nurkic is gonna be out for. I think it's doubtful for this game. Nurkic is doubtful, so it's going to be out. So there's going to be no rim defender in this game. So it's just going to be a free for all, like basically no defense between the Heat and the Jazz. So we have no more power getting threes, drives, free throws, everything he wants to do. He's going to get it in this game. So having gone over his points plus Tyler Hero is out. Yeah. That's all my picks for today, man. Just take whatever you like, man. Once again, I appreciate a like, a sub, comment, man. He helps boost my vids. We on a generational one. Let's keep that streak going. Like I said, we are aiming to get at least 25 units profit on the month. Anything that's over that is just a bonus. So let's hopefully reach that goal today. It's all my picks for today. Take whatever you like. Let's keep the streak going, and I'm out.